Inquiring minds want to know. Kyle Pinion asks, is the Remastered Last Day still set to come out this month? No. I might hold off for the hardcover, but this is one blasted spot on my bookshelf. Needs filling somehow. And Matt notes, I haven't had a chance to post the 4-page facts to Dagan about the hardcover Kickstarter yet. And have you done that at this point?
Not yet. I'll probably either put it up tomorrow or else I might just throw it in the videos for this on Saturday.
It's kind of a downer. Wouldn't you agree?
It's one of those that came in, I'm like, well, this is a downer, but yeah, okay, I'll get it up. And then as we get to later, Tuesday happened. And it's like, well, I can't put this up on Tuesday because Tuesday is something else.
Right. Yeah, it's one of those, we tried soliciting the last day through Diamond, and then, okay, Dagan will jump on and get ready to do the hardcover. So we'll piggyback the two together, the soft cover and the hardcover, and let's see if this all comes out in the wash the way it's supposed to. And now the cancel date for the purchase order is the end of January, and Dagan is just asking, should I do the Kickstarter? And it's like, no, it's, okay, this didn't work. So we don't really have a plan B. The best, giving you a spoiler warning, the best that we can kind of hope for is next time we try and do this, I'm just going to, Margaret Van Heim's just going to take 1,000 soft covers. Dagan will take 1,000 hardcovers or 500 hardcovers or however many he's going to take. And then we'll do the solicitation after that they're printed and do the Kickstarter after that they're printed. And we'll see how that works out. It'll be a lot of upfront money and guesswork on both of our parts, but at least hopefully we won't have the months-long delay on the fulfillment, which is the thing that I'm getting the most concerned about, and I know Dagan is getting the most concerned about. So Kyle, there's the answer right there. The way we tried to do it this time didn't work. So scrub the launch. We'll try and plan something else, and hope that goes a little better. I've now got a plan C in case I print 1,000, Dagan prints 1,000, or prints 500. Doesn't pan out. That might involve just doing one single hardcover at a time. You want to order one of these, that's fine. You let us know, and this is what it's going to cost, because we're going to print them one at a time, which would be the extreme other end from getting them done through Marquee.
Okay. It's a bummer, but at the same time, as you say in the facts and spoiling the facts, you're not a hardcover guy. You really don't care.
Yeah, I mean, there's a part of me that's going, if I was a hardcover guy, it would be, oh, this is so disappointing. But not being a hardcover guy, I have to keep warning everybody. If something goes wrong with the hardcovers, the one guy who is absolutely not going to be heartbroken about it is Dave Sim.
I mean, I ordered 2 copies of the soft cover of the Waverly edition of Form and Void because somebody was going to miss out, and it was, hey, I don't have the funds right now, but I will in the future. I'm like, okay, I'll order 2 copies, and you can just, Travis can pay me when he gets the money. And when the box arrived, I opened it up, and it's 1 soft cover and 1 hard cover, and I'm like, well, I not really a hardcover guy, but this does look really neat now that it's in my hand. So I'm gonna keep the hardcover. I'm selling the soft cover as soon as I get an email back saying, "Oh, okay, let me give you your money." And if I don't hear from the guy, then I don't know what I'm gonna do with the other one.
Right.
That might be somebody going, "I really need a hardcover." They're like, well, I guess I'll keep the soft cover and make my money back.
Right. See, the contrast for me was I got the hardcover in. Just send me one copy, and I've got the number one out of however many he printed of them. And it's like, flip through it, turned it over to the back, looked at the spine, looked at the inset drawing, cloth binding, and it's like, it's a hardcover. I'm just not a hardcover guy. I think a lot of people are relying on, well, once he sees the puppy, he'll change his mind about puppies in a hurry. It's like, no, I'm just not a puppy guy. I have nothing against people who love puppies, but Grandpa's not a puppy guy.
Well, I'm not a dog guy, and the kids keep going. Natasha especially is, I'm going to get a dog when I grow up. I'm like, that's great. As soon as you move out of my house, you can have as many dogs as you want. I'm not living with a dog. But so the kids know that I'm not a dog guy, but we'll be out and I'll see a dog and, oh, I love dogs. And they're like, you don't like dogs? I love dogs. My favorite part is when they go away with their owner and I don't have to deal with them anymore.
I'm on the same page with you on that one.
Well, the other one is every time I see a dog, I'm like, oh, look at the puppy. And people will be like, oh, no, this is a very old dog. I'm like, every dog's a puppy to me. And the dogs perk up. They're like, oh, I'm a puppy? Yeah, I'm cute. And then they go away and back to their old age dog life. I don't care.
Right. Okay, moving on to Travis Axt. Hi, Matt. Was just reading a comic from 1986 and thought the artist may have been going for a Dave Sim as Barbarian look to the character. Thought you may enjoy it. And I didn't read the page 3, the splash page. But what did you think? Do you think he's got a case to be made for this, or is he really stretching a point?
I couldn't find what I was looking for, but I remember there was one of your early self-portraits was in, I think, a Service Archive issue. And when I saw the images that he sent, I went, yeah, I can see, young Dave Sim. And then I'm thinking about it, I'm like, as I look at the cover, I'm going, it's one of those, the art style is just abstract enough that you could project, you could easily say it's a young John Travolta, too.
Yeah, all of us folks from the 70s and 80s all look alike. That's not racist and that's not discrimination. We all did look alike.
Well, it does have a Dave Sim quality to it, but then again, it's the art style is such that what detail is there is just sparse enough that you can it's kind of a Rorschach test of if you have Dave Sim in the mind, hey, that looks like Dave. My thing is, as I was looking at it, I'm like, the name Brad Moore, who's the artist, sounds familiar, and I'm like, is this somebody who did something else and had stuff in the back of Service and like a unique story or some self-published thing that got plugged? And then I'm thinking, well, is this going to be one of these Dave has this book?
Right. As you say, Brad Moore, that's ringing a bell somewhere with me as well. I'm not sure where the bell is ringing or why it's ringing, but I hadn't even noticed the name of the artist. The shot of the three girls, would-be heroes are thick as flies, and you were among the easy ones. And it's like, I was definitely in 1986. I was a barbarian, but I didn't think that I was a barbarian. I thought I was as civilized as you could possibly be, and a lot of that had to do with being, as they say, just a little too easy. Like there were people that would try and call my attention to it, and it's like I remember Colleen Doran saying to me one time at a party or something where it was just two of us talking, and she had her somebody really needs to talk to you about this voice on, and it was you realize that these girls are bragging about sleeping with you, and you're not bragging about sleeping with them, and it's like, I suppose so. What's your point? It's like, well, that is the point. That don't you understand that that's not a good thing? And it's like, well, no, that sounds like it pays to advertise, and it's like, well, that's barbaric. Can't you understand that that's barbaric? So it was the same kind of thing as when I would try to talk to Chester about prostitution. Somebody needs to talk to you about this, and okay, I'm going to give it a try. You do know that this is wrong. Well, no, what's wrong about it? Well, it's prostitution. What don't you not get about prostitution being bad? What do you not get about being a completely standardless skirt chaser is not a good thing, and we know that it's not a good thing because most people aren't that, and those people aren't that because they know that it's not a good thing. And Colleen made absolutely no more impression on me than I did on Chester Brown in the conversation. So, but of course, now it's now I know the difference. It's fornication and adultery are definitely not on the menu, not even on the potential menu. It's not that I haven't found the right person to fornicate with. That's I just don't do that. The same as I don't hire prostitutes. But it took a long time to get to that point. I must say. Okay, moving on. Go ahead.
And you had a lot of fun getting there.
Well, yes, but there's
It's great to have a wonderful birthday with lots of prizes and piñatas and bounce houses and stuff until the end of the party when it's time to clean this mess up.
Right. I mean, it's the same as it's a funny line, but like Woody Allen's say what you will about bisexuality, it definitely doubles your odds of getting a date for Saturday night. It's like, well, yes, that's don't you see how that? It's funny because it is disgusting. His other line was empty sex with a stranger is an empty experience, but as empty experiences go, it's one of the better ones.